Alright, today we're diving into something super important. 8 things you should never do with ChatGPT. And trust me, this could be big, especially if you've been using ChatGPT for anything from fun chats to serious tasks. And this video might just save you from making some critical mistakes, so stick around. Now, you might be thinking, how bad could it really be? Well, sharing personal information or expecting legal advice from an AI might not seem like a big deal, but it could lead to some serious consequences. And that's just the beginning. We're going to break down each of the 8 things and explain why they're a no-go. So, alright, let's jump into it. Number 1, do not share personal information with ChatGPT. This is a big one. Never share sensitive personal information like passwords, social security numbers, or financial details with ChatGPT. For example, imagine you are having a chat about online banking tips and you accidentally type in your bank account details or your credit card number. This information could be stored on servers and might be accessible to others, leading to potential identity theft or financial fraud. Always keep your personal data secure and private. Think of ChatGPT as a helpful friend, but not one you would share your deepest secrets with. Number 2, don't use ChatGPT for legal or medical advice. Avoid using ChatGPT for serious legal, medical, or financial advice. For instance, say you're facing a complex legal issue, like a dispute with a landlord, and you ask ChatGPT for guidance. The AI might provide generic advice and outdated information that could lead you astray. So, similar if you're experiencing a medical symptom or seek advice from ChatGPT. It might give you incorrect or incomplete information, potentially delaying your visit to a real healthcare professional. Always consult a qualified professional in these fields to get accurate and reliable advice. Remember, while ChatGPT can offer general information, it cannot replace the expertise of a licensed professional. Number 3, do not expect real-time data. ChatGPT doesn't have access to real-time data by default, and also not to current events. Past its last training cutoff data, which depends on the version you're using, is definitely like 2023. Some have October, some have November. Let's say you're excited about a live sports event, and you can ask ChatGPT for the current score. It won't be able to provide its information because it doesn't have access to live streams. Similar if you're tracking stock prices or cryptocurrency values, ChatGPT can't give you the latest figures. Instead, rely on trusted sources like sports news websites or financial news apps for real-time updates. Using ChatGPT for historical or general information is fine, but for anything current, you'll need to look elsewhere or specifically ask ChatGPT to browse the web. So these are just a few crucial points to start with, but there's more and you need to be aware of in terms of keeping your interactions safe and effective. And here's what I think. Following these guidelines can save you a lot of trouble down the road. But this was just the beginning. Now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into more things you should never do with ChatGPT. Number 4, use ChatGPT for automated decision making. Avoid using ChatGPT for automated decision-making processes without human oversight, especially in areas that might affect people's lives or livelihoods. For example, imagine a company using ChatGPT to screen job applications and make hiring decisions. The AI might miss important nuances and contexts that a human reviewer would catch. And this would lead to unfair hiring practices. Another example could be using ChatGPT to decide on loan approvals. Without a human in the loop, this could lead to incorrect, biased decisions, negatively impacting people's financial lives. Always ensure there's human oversight in critical decision-making processes to avoid potential pitfalls. Number 5, do not expect privacy. Conversations with ChatGPT are not private and might be stored for analysis. Don't share anything you wouldn't want others to potentially see. For instance, if you're discussing sensitive business strategies or confidential information about your company, that data might be stored or reviewed. And this could lead to unintended information leaks. Always be cautious and treat your interactions with ChatGPT as public conversations. Think of it like talking in a crowded room where others might hear you. Number 6, do not expect perfect accuracy. Don't rely on ChatGPT for perfect, accurate, and factual information. It can make mistakes and should be used as a supplementary tool, not a primary source. For example, if you're writing a research paper and ask ChatGPT for facts or figures, it might provide outdated or incorrect information. And this could lead to inaccuracies in your work. Always double check the information provided by ChatGPT against reliable sources. Remember, while ChatGPT is a powerful tool, it's not infallible and can sometimes produce errors. In terms of how to effectively use ChatGPT, here's what I think. Treat it as a helpful assistant that provides suggestions and ideas, but always verify and supplement with trusted sources. Alright, and here's where things get interesting. Number 7, never use ChatGPT in critical systems where errors could lead to significant harm, such as in healthcare systems or safety critical applications. Imagine a scenario where ChatGPT is used to diagnose medical conditions or suggest treatments. An incorrect diagnosis or treatment plan could have severe consequences for the patient's health. Similarly, using ChatGPT in aviation, control, or automotive systems without rigorous testing and human oversight could result in catastrophic failures. Always use specialized, certified systems for critical applications and ensure there are multiple safety checks in place. Number 8, never use ChatGPT as a substitute for human interaction. While ChatGPT can be helpful, it shouldn't replace a genuine human interaction, especially in contexts where empathy or understanding are crucial. For example, relying on ChatGPT for emotional support during tough times might not provide the empathy and nuances understanding a human friend or therapist could offer. Similarly, using ChatGPT as a primary means of communication in personal relationship can lead to a lack of genuine connection and emotional depth. It's important to maintain real human interactions to build and sustain meaningful relationships. In terms of ensuring you use ChatGPT effectively, here's what I think. Always use it as a tool to complement human expertise and interaction, not as a replacement. To recap, don't share personal information. Use it for serious advice, expect real-time data, rely on it for automated decisions, assume your chats are private, expect perfect accuracy, use it in critical systems or substitute for real human interactions. By keeping these points in mind, you can make the most out of ChatGPT while avoiding potential pitfalls. To watch some things you can do with ChatGPT, click here to watch the next video.